Thank you, Michael. It's a real privilege to be amongst such an esteemed group of people, and I'm deeply honoured to be here, and I thank you, Alma, for the invitation to provide a vote of thanks this evening. And I'd like to start, of course, by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we're meeting today, and I'd also like to pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. Well, as the CEO of Football Victoria, which is a humble organisation in this room, it's my privilege to offer the vote of thanks on behalf of the beautiful game that is played throughout the world, across all communities, societies and cultures. Ours is the simplest and probably the most egalitarian of all the games, merely requiring a ball or even a rolled up pair of socks will do. And many people say football is the greatest invitation in the world. It doesn't discriminate. It simply rolls to anyone who's willing to play. Of course, with the World Cup coming in 2023 to our shores, we have the opportunity, in fact the obligation, to ensure we seize the moment on the greatest stage of all, to demonstrate Victoria's authentic commitment to a level playing field for all. After all, how can Melbourne claim to be the sporting capital of the world, in fact the capital of anything, unless it's the capital of equality? I'd like to express my deep appreciation for having the pleasure to share this special time with all of you. You've all made this dinner more memorable and enjoyable with your personal reflections, particularly after such a difficult year in 2020. I'd like to acknowledge the contribution of Minister Spence and of course Mr Neil Angus, who both share the Multicultural Affairs portfolio with the respective parties, and of course the Australian Intercultural Society for their efforts in building bridges between individuals and communities and sowing the seeds for a harmonious society. It was a privilege to hear Dr. Vincent talk about gender equality and the role she's playing in providing a level playing field for women across the public sector. Work is an important template for other organisations, big and small, to replicate fairness in community and give women in our society the due respect and recognition for the incredible work they do. A special thanks to Elder Andrew Gardner for the Welcome to Country and the work you're doing in trying to promote awareness of Indigenous issues and seek equality for young people. Zainab, your performance was extraordinary. Thank you for sharing your life and your insights and your world. It was a privilege, and thank you for sharing your message with us. We wish you well also. Thank you also to Sheikh Ala El Hazoum for your soothing voice in reciting verses from the Holy Quran and calls prayer. Also thank you, of course, to the Sofitel staff for your marvellous hospitality. I'd also like to take a moment to share, to acknowledge the hard work behind the scenes in preparing for tonight's event from the AIS, in particular Tanya, Jada, Emre, Alina, Genghis and Ali, and of course Ahmed for your extraordinary speech. Thank you very much. It's through these kinds of gatherings we really get a taste of the diversity within the Australian community. We get the opportunity to learn about the different customs practiced by various ethnic and faith groups within our community. It shows us how important it is for an understanding of each other. Finally, I'd also like to thank Michael for a stellar performance tonight. Marvellous, thank you very much. As a token of the appreciation from the AIS, we'd like to present you with a gift. And I'd like to invite Dr. Leslie Callor from the AIS Advisory Board to present the gift to Michael.